kid, it's the 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 kid, it's your main man here. Double H, half to the hope, trying to live, trying to exist. Yes, that is a flipping piano over there, trying to stay alive, guys. I think this should be an interesting show. This should be a really interesting show. I think it's been I don't think I've ever done one of these with regards to I'm talking about rap or hip hop really. And I think what I'm going to do, there is going to be a rap segment. This is really about Eminem really, and this is not really a rap, but I think as we have the movie Q&A that happens on the Wednesday, I think I'm going to try and designate a day that is for specifically for the rap Q&A. So that's definitely going to come in very, very, very soon, man. But yeah, so look, it is what it is. We're going to have that honest discussion about Eminem and with relation to rap. So I'm going to just air out what my issue is with Eminem, my issue with his fans, his place in hip hop in rap, and just talking about what rap really is about and what is a rap god. What does it really mean to be a rap god? And who gets to decide who is the best of a particular genre? And what does it mean to be the best of a particular genre? Can it really be the best of a musical genre? Isn't music subjective? Isn't art in and of itself subjective? Because this isn't sports. So we're going to get to all of that and just break all those things down. But before we do that, I'm going to just say greetings to everyone around. Greetings to everyone around. Hope everyone is cool. Everyone is all right, man. Let's shout out to it. No, look. I told you, I've got a few bars. I told you, I've got a few bars. I told you, like, I am. See, my belief is that every black guy has their own rap album, and I have my own rap album, which I did. Maybe I'm gonna release something. I might release something. You know what? Because I've got it in the archives. I've got it in the archives, and remember, me and my friend, we did this when we were 16 years of age. So because we did two albums, one when we were 16 and one when we were 17. And the one we did when we were 16, we did it on tape. That's how real we were. We did it when we were flipping 16 on flipping tape, man. So, and I almost gave my age away. I was about to say, we did this when we were 16 in I was like, easy. But everyone has their own rap thing. And look, you have to, whether you're good or not, everybody does put a few bars down. And yes, we had our own freestyle sessions, all that kind of stuff, man. You see, yeah, it's already started. Slim Shady is the best ever, HH. You don't want the smoke. Oh, man, I want the smoke. That's why I love it. HH hating on white guys again. You see, where is this from? Where is all this from, man? Where is all of this from, man? Wow. Now this is Eminem, the GOAT, HH. Have some respect. F-Pac. If you think those stands are passionate, I don't think you've met Tupac fans, because you say you say F-Pac in the wrong neighborhood and everything, because trust me, there are no fans who are more passionate than Tupac fans. I don't care how much of a stan you are. I don't care how much you love Eminem, and we will get to Eminem fans and their stans. Most Eminem fans, it's like it's a weird cult. Tupac fans, they genuinely love this guy, as in it is a genuine love. So if you say to a Tupac fan that Tupac is useless, you might get eaten. You might get eaten. So I hope everyone is cool. I hope everyone was great, and we're gonna have a good old conversation. I thought that conversation about the Bible was cool. But I think, this is one that people ask for this. I told you, anything you want to talk about, email your boy and let your boy know, and I'm going to be fully here to answer all these things for you. So I am here for you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I told you, just relax and wait, because let me just say this, because you saw that Eminem, Eminem wasn't the first great white rapper. And we will get there, but just to, as a jump, because it was funny that Perry says that there's this narrative that, oh my gosh, Eminem was the first white guy that knew how to rap, because before Eminem was Vanilla Ice. There was a dude who dropped an album in 1995. We'll get there. There's a dude who dropped in 1995, and there's a dude who, in my opinion, has more rhythm, has just better rhythm, and rhythm is key here. Has more rhythm and more musicality than Slim Shady, but we'll get there. So, my issue. See, first off, the thing is before we talk about Eminem, we've got to talk about rap and what rap is, because this is going to be like a double thingy thing. It's going to be about rap and about Eminem. What was rap? You see, for me, I always say to people that, one of the best documentaries I've ever seen, and I recommend this. I think it might be on YouTube. I think it's on YouTube. If it's not on YouTube, it may be somewhere else. But I recommend this. It's called The Art of Rap, and it was a documentary that was made by Ice-T. And funny thing, the first guy that Ice-T interviewed in this was Lord Jamar, and we're just showing you about the roots of rap. To understand, because see, rap is one of the strangest musical genres, because it is unlike any other genre. Because every other genre, you have to have instruments. So whether it's samba music, jazz, rock and roll, pop music, folk music, Afrobeats, it coincides with instruments. Rap is the only musical genre where the instruments really is your voice. Yes, you have the DJ, yes, you have the beats and everything, but the core of rap comes from the guy's voice and what he's saying. You see, in every other musical genre, it's whether you're singing or because there's still musicality in rap, but rap is the closest thing to the spoken word, to poetry. Yes, there's poetry in all lyrics and everything, but the closest thing to the spoken word and poetry is rap. That is why it is the most unique and probably the most special kind of musical genre. And it is just amazing just why it has sort of lasted for so long, man. So, but you have to understand what rap was about. And this comes from, and it's because Lord Jamar he said this, and I think he sort of alluded to this thing in Art of Rap. Because what Lord Jamar said was, we had rock and roll and everything. No, sorry, we had the blues. And the blues came about through slavery. The slaves singing the blues and everything to get them through the hardship of being on the plantation and so forth. And then the blues and rock and roll was sort of taken away with the introduction of Elvis Presley and so forth, and morphed into something different, which I still like. And sort of because, again, I like grunge music, like I love grunge music, but grunge music is an extrapolation of blues and rock and roll. It's an extrapolation of that. So what rap was that, okay, you have these guys who are dirt poor in the ghetto. They're in schools where there are no musical instruments. All the musical instruments have been taken away. You hardly have any tools with which to entertain yourselves or anything. So, and as Lord Jamar said, we are such a resourceful people. We just found a way of creating entertainment. Just as we did when we were on the plantation, we found a way of getting ourselves through this hardship. So what? Yeah, you don't look at it, but it was for this whole rap thing, man. So then what then happened was they said, okay, if all we have are our voices, we can still create something with our voices. Then we can still create something here. And rap was born out of hardship, out of poverty, and it was a way in which people, the semblance and the synergy to blues coming out of the plantations, it's eerily similar, because it's like are how can we, because they always say that to speak is therapeutic. To speak out your problems is very therapeutic to you. So rap was about this sort of this is the hardships that we have. Let me write about it and let me speak out about it. And it just so happened that it was so out of left field, so interesting that it slowly and gradually caught on. It slowly and gradually caught on, slowly and gradually caught on. And I always say that obviously you have very key figures in rap. For me, the two most important rappers, for me, who I think were the most revolutionary rappers who helped form modern rappers we see now, are Rakim and Nas. Those are the two most influential rappers of all time, are Rakim and Nas. Because ask anybody, there was rap before Rakim and there was rap after Rakim. And even Ice-T even said, and this was even in the documentary, said that once he heard Rakim, he tore up his notepad and says, boom, out. Because Rakim changed the style of how you would structure a rap. And Rakim actually said that he took time in carefully planning out all the bars of his rap style. And once you just saw how he was able just to go through each bar and so forth, that foundation is the same foundation that is used in modern rap in 2020 today. What Nas did was Nas then took what, because literally Nas is a clear linear evolution of what Rakim did. So what Nas did was similar to Rakim, but he now brought an advancement of lyrics to it. And he brought a depth to the lyricism, which is why, for me, Illmatic is one of the greatest albums of all time. Forget rap; it is the greatest rap album of all time. But Illmatic, for me, I will put it down. I'll put it right down there next to Songs in a Key of Life, next to Flipping Off the Wall. I'll put it down and let's say, yeah, that is one of the next. Similar with what is it? Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I'll put Illmatic as one of the greatest rap albums of all time. Because once Illmatic came and once Nas made that impact, similar to Rakim, it changed the way, like, you could no longer rap like hip, that was gone. Rakim and Nas totally destroyed that. Yeah, Thriller as well. So that is just what the core thing here is. So, and I always say to myself that, like, you look at Tupac and Nas. Sorry, Tupac, like, if Tupac and Biggie had still been alive, we would have had a very different rap landscape. It would have been very different. Like, I don't know whether we'd have a Jay-Z if Pac and Biggie were right. I don't think we'd have an Eminem, because Jay-Z filled the role that Biggie left. And Dr. Dre would have still been with Tupac. So Dr. Dre wouldn't have even been looking for an Eminem, because Dr. Dre and Tupac would have been literally taking over the entire world together. So I don't think we have an Eminem, because remember, Nas came out in 94, I believe, 94, 95. So we still have a Nas, but Nas wouldn't be as big as he is. He'd still be there, but he wouldn't be as big, because the focus would be squarely on these two titans, Tupac and Biggie. So that's just like an interesting thing there. So my thing here is so that's what you then have. So, because I'm just building up to the introduction of Eminem. So for me, I just say, like, the golden era for me of rap was the 90s. It was the golden era. Like, it was supremely amazing. It was like, boom, this like, it was like 94, 95, 96. Go look up some of the albums that came out in 94, 95, and 96, and the rappers that came out. Though in those 3 years, Nas debut, Jay-Z debut, and obviously you had Wu-Tang prior already there. You had some of the biggest rappers who were really saying what's up in 94, 95, 96. So we're now coming now to the late 90s. And, this is still, people are still dealing with the aftermath of Tupac dying and so forth. And see, the notion was, so the notion was white guys can't rap. And every time anybody thought about a guy who is a white rapper, they thought of Vanilla Ice. But then there was a rapper who, for me, has released the best album that any white rapper has released, in 95. But we will get to him and who that guy was. So then, late 90s, you have this introduction of Eminem. And the thing about Eminem, the key thing, because again, like, Eminem can rap. So 100% he could rap, but he wasn't the best rapper we'd ever had. It was just such a shock that a white guy could rap so well and was so lyrical. We'd never really seen that before. So I was, oh, wow. But the key thing was the packaging. Because when Eminem was doing that whole his Infinity album, it was like, yeah, okay, cool. We've had that before. It's cool. But it was like a perfect storm. It was this blonde guy who was very profane. He was good. He had Dr. Flippin' Dre. He had Dr. Dre. So when you just put all that things to like white, blonde, he is good. He's profane. He is really pushing the boundary of content. And you now have Dr. Dre. It was a win-win. And it was a brilliant marketing plan because what it was it's opened up the market. Because those suburban white kids, for them it was punk rock or rock. They were not looking at rap. For them, rap was that's just that black thing. That's just that black music. We don't mess with that. But for these white kids who didn't mess with that black music, they look at an Eminem and they're like, first of all, oh my gosh, I can identify with this guy. And look at the stuff that he's saying. Oh my gosh. Because these teenagers were like, yeah, I do hate my mom. Yeah, man, I do want to say these things. Oh man, look at all these sick thoughts. He was speaking to a large part of white America. So that was a huge jump off. And white America easily outbuys Latin America, Black America, Asia America. That is the biggest market. So once he came in and he did that, it was jump off. Slim Shady LP jump off. Huge. And I remember when that Slim Shady LP came in, I was like, oh my gosh, because for me, I was like, oh my gosh, like this white guy can rap. Oh my god, this is crazy, this is crazy. Oh my god, this is crazy. And then you now have the Marshall Mathers LP, which was huge. I remember when that came out, that was everybody was listening to it. Everybody was listening to that. I only like one song on that. And even now I'm like, we'll speak to it. But I listened to that. I was like, okay, all right. Marshall Mathers LP, this is pretty dark. And for me, I was like, okay, this is good quality rap and everything, but the content isn't, I'm not really messing with the content. And we're going to talk about our word content and not talk about message, because that's very key, because this is a rap thing. I was like, I can't connect with the guy talking about killing his mom and killing his baby mom. I can't connect with that. Personally, for me, and what's killing and shooting is like, it was just like, nah. But I could just respect the lyricism and the quality. And then we now have Eminem Show, which for me, I was like, okay, this guy has now grown up now. And this is now a proper album. No more of the kind of stupid gimmicks in the first two albums. This is now him growing up. So he had obviously the Without Me, Superman, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, this is now the album. Then after Eminem Show, I just sort of left it. I was okay, Eminem show is cool. I'm sort of now done. Then I just had a lull where I just did not listen to the guy, and then I was just like listening to other stuff and everything. Then I just wake up, and I remember when I just saw the Rap God song, I was like, okay, Rap God, okay. Then when I just saw it, I was like, okay, that's cool, man. But then there was now this whole thing. I was like, oh no, Eminem is now the GOAT. He's one of the greatest rappers of all time. I was like, whoa, where did that come from? Where did where did that come from? Of like, he's the greatest rapper of all time. And now I now go on to YouTube things. I now go on to, and I was like, oh, where does this come from? So, and this is the key issue I have. I don't have an issue with Eminem himself. Obviously, like, look, I say sometimes Eminem, like, basically, Lose Yourself, I think is a great song. I think Lose Yourself, White America, Superman, all these kind of things, those are really good songs where he's actually talking about some interesting things and the message is out there. But so I do not have an issue with Eminem. My issue are with his fans and the machine. My issue are with his fans and with the machine because for the machine, it's like you don't get to tell me who the greatest rapper is. You don't. You don't. And for a guy who you just came into rap, Eminem introduced you into rap. So you've been introduced into rap. You don't get to say who the greatest rapper is. You don't. Because you were not here from the beginning. You were not here from before Eminem. So if you're a dude who listened to rock music before Eminem did, and you only began to listen to rap when you heard Eminem because you could connect against with him, you don't get to say that he's the best rapper of all time. How? What? That is a complete disrespect of the history and the culture of what rap is about. Same thing as with these guys with the machine and the whole Billboard people like, no. You don't get to do that. And the thing though is that this is something that people just don't want to accept. And we're going to have a discussion about it, man. This is something that we're going to have a discussion about this, man. It's like, and this is very true. If Eminem had the same rap lyrics, was on the same skill level, but he was brown or black, he'd be Chino XL. I bet you don't know who Chino XL is. I bet you don't know who that guy is. But Chino XL is Eminem. But he's half Latino, half black. And you can't sell a Chino XL because this guy is extremely he's ridiculously skillful, but he's so profane, so extreme. You can't sell that to white America. You can't sell that to white America because white America don't identify with the guy who's half black, half Latino. You can't sell that to blacks or Latinos because they can't connect with the kind of extremities that he's going in with. So Chino XL's here to save you all. Just didn't land anywhere. So that is something that people just will not want to accept because people say, oh no, Eminem is so no. If Eminem had the same skill level, but he was black or brown, he would just be another skillful rapper that people in the underground circles or in the rap community would respect, but he wouldn't be a superstar. He wouldn't be a superstar. Because I listen to a lot of rap. Eminem is extremely good. He's extremely skillful. But he's just another extremely skillful rapper. He isn't more skillful than P. Cannabis. He isn't more skillful than Chino XL. He isn't more skillful than Immortal Technique. He isn't more skillful than Pharoah Monch. He isn't. He may be as skillful, but he's not more skillful. So, that's the key thing. You say, no. But Mo, I want people to challenge me if they say I'm lying. I want people to challenge me if I'm lying, man. But my thing is that for Eminem, it was a perfect storm for him. It was a perfect storm for him of combining with Dr. Dre, combining with the right beats and everything. Is it no surprise that when Eminem didn't have Dr. Dre, bro, he couldn't release a good album to save his life. He couldn't do it. And the issue with Eminem is, you see, and this is now goes back to our thingy of rap. Don't believe this message that the media tells that, oh my gosh, Eminem was a revolution. Before Eminem, white people couldn't rap. No, that's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. 1995, there was a guy called Milkbone who released an album called The Milk Crate. And I believe one of the most used records for freestyles is Keep It Real. But when you listen to that, it's like, oh my gosh, this guy is rapping. And this guy was doing this in 1995 in the heat. Rap, for me, I think rap's peak was 94, 95, 96. That was the peak of rap. So this guy, but the issue, so why wasn't Milkbone why wasn't he as popular, or why wasn't he as famous? You couldn't sell Milkbone. Because if you look at that Keep It Real music video, you're like, if you look at an angle, this guy seems black. You know? But the thing about Milkbone was when I listened to Milkbone, I'm like, okay, this guy is rapping. But it's not as rapping, there is a musicality and there's a rhythm to what he's doing. There's a certain swag that he has, but you can't sell that to white America, because white guys will look at Milkbone and understand, oh my gosh, he's just trying to be black. But for me, I always say is that Milkbone wasn't trying to be black. As he said in his album, I grew up in an environment and I can only just be a product of my environment. I can only just be a product of my environment. So my thing with Eminem is the music isn't pleasing to my ears. At the end of the day, yes, rap is different, but this is still a musical art form. It's like, for me, I use one of my favorite rap songs of all time, Tupac, Do For Love. Do For Love, for me, one of the best songs of all time. Rap anything, Do For Love, Tupac, one of the best songs of all time. But when you just see how, because again, thing about Tupac was, once he really was in his bag of like really getting that message across, the guy was like, there was a musicality to how he was rapping. There's a musicality to how he was rapping. But the key thing was that the way he could convey a message was unlike probably any other rapper that we've seen, when he wanted to really convey and put across a message. And the thing about rap is, I always say that it is problematic. Because you could say that it is helpful because Eminem is good, because again, you don't want a guy who is trash as the face of rap, but it is problematic if you put Eminem as the face of rap, because his content is too profane. Now, I know that that's not all of his content and everything, but when most people think of Eminem, they think of, oh, he's that controversial guy who says all these crazy mad things, which is why his albums haven't aged well. So when you listen to his albums now and so forth, you're like, this was cool in 1999. This was cool in 2002. This was cool in 2000 in 2000. But in 2020, it's kind of like aging like milk. It's kind of like aging like milk. But an Illmatic, that is a masterpiece. A Reasonable Doubt, that's a masterpiece. A Black on Both Sides, that's a masterpiece, because those albums like Black on Both Sides, Illmatic, It Was Written, Reasonable Doubt, these are albums that you can listen to in 10, 15, 20 years time. Like, they're timeless. So yes, they are written at a time, but they're not of their times. They are timeless. Eminem's albums were of those times of pop groups being edgy, being crossing over the line, being extremely explicit. It was of those times. So, and that's right there is the issue. Um, no, but the thing though is yes. Like I've said it many times before. People say, "Oh my gosh!" But look at what Eminem did to Jay-Z on Renegade Man. He just shows that Eminem is better than Jay-Z. See, those are guys who are morons. Those are guys who are morons. Jay-Z isn't my favorite rapper. My favorite rapper is it's between Pheromone, Nas, and Cannabis. Those are my favorites. But Jay-Z, his longevity, his skill, his singles and albums, nobody can match Jay-Z for that. Because Jay-Z has the whole package: singles, albums, longevity, adaptability. He has all those, man. He has all those. You see, something. It depends what Tupac you're listening to. I wasn't with the gangster Tupac. I wasn't with the gangster Tupac. So I was more so with the guy when he wanted to say a message. So Tupac talked about what's what Brandon's got he talked about racism, talked about social inequality, talked about abortion, talked about single mothers, talked about self-identity. So just that you have to really sift through the tracks before you get to the Tupac tracks where he really spoke about stuff. So but see, that's the whole thing. So to call, and again, so to call Eminem the GOAT, what makes Eminem the GOAT? Is it his sales? Because if we look at sales, Migos have sold a lot of records. Lil Jon has sold a lot of records. So it can't be sales because some trash average rappers have sold a lot of records. A lot. So surely it can't be that. So even I saying, okay, Eminem is the GOAT based on how well he raps, how do you quantify that? So if you rap really fast and use many complicated words, does that make you the best rapper? So you look at Rap God, like I can't listen to Rap God. I listened to it once and like I can't listen to that again. For me, it's like noise. That's not music. Rap isn't a mathematical equation of like how many words can I fit in here, how many big words can I use, how many no. Rap is a musical art form. You're there to create art. Rap is about, I have a message to convey on this track. Now, I can't just say this message. I have to convey this message. And I'm going to convey it through the artistry of rap, of the 8 bars or the 16 bars, using rhyme and experimenting with the rhyme scheme, but putting forth a message. Like, why is it Illmatic the greatest rap album of all time? Yeah, Nas was fully skillful, but Nas wasn't saying no. He showed great skill, but for Nas it was like, I am making you think. I'm truly making you think. There is psychological complexity in the message I'm conveying, not by me using 200 words. I'll say a few words. But when you think about the concepts I am putting upon you, that is what makes what I'm saying great. Because of the level of poetry I am using. So I'm not flexing my skill of like, okay, look at how fast I can rap or how many big words I can use. No. It's not about using big words. It's about conveying a message in a creative, artistic, musical way. And that is the key thing. What is the difference between a Milkbone and an Eminem? See, Milkbone has rhythm. Milkbone was a white rapper who had musical rhythm. Eminem doesn't have musical rhythm. He's technically very good, but he doesn't have musical rhythm. Like Snoop Dogg and Biggie. Like for me, I say Snoop Dogg has one of the greatest flows of any rapper of all time because his musical ear is insane. Even today, right now, let Snoop Dogg freestyle for you. It sounds like water flowing. It literally sounds like water flowing. So, rap began as it's a musical art form. It is a musical art form. So you can't have guys who just waltz into rap and say, "Oh no, rap. The benchmark for rap is Rap God." You have to say 2,000, 300,000 words and just jumble them up together. Okay, but what if it's not very pleasurable to my ear? No, it doesn't matter. What if I don't even understand what the hell the guy is saying? Well, go and read the lyrics. No. Like Rap God, I don't know. 98% of what it says, I have no idea what the hell he's saying. So if I now need to open up a booklet to understand what he's saying, that's trash. Like, I have never picked up a booklet to read what Mos Def said in Black on Well Said, what Nas said in Illmatic, what Nas said in It Was Written, what Jay-Z said in Reasonable Doubt. I don't need to. Because on Reasonable Doubt and so forth, I'm like, no. Like, I will catch it afterwards, but I catch 78%. And with this, okay, now I catch 81%, now 83%. Okay. Because every time I listen to Reasonable Doubt or Illmatic or any of these things, or even Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, one of the great albums of all time. So, you catch something new. You catch something new. Just besting, you're smoking crack. Kendrick Lamar can't even be in the conversation. You can't even put Kendrick Lamar in the conversation. For me, let us see where Kendrick Lamar is in 10 years' time. Let's see where he is in 20 years' time. Because Kendrick, he might be on the way because he has 3 classic albums. And I don't think there's been any other rapper who has come off from the gates with 3 classic albums. So that in itself is crazy. But to say he's greater than Jay-Z, no, like you can say, okay, he has better albums. He only has 3. So if you only have 3, then you're pulling from a smaller pool. Jay-Z has what, about 7, 8, 9, 10? And out of the 9 or 10, 80% of those are better. So based on the amount of albums that he's done, what Jay-Z has done is much more impressive, because what happens with most rappers, the more albums you do, the more better albums that you have in your pocket. I think Nas has maybe 3, maybe. Because Alex, I think it's 2, because I have slowly come around to It Was Written. So I think he maybe has 3, but max 3. This is true. Eminem is like Jordan in the 90s. His success reaches popularity and any potential for rap, which is why it is in your best interest to be friends with Eminem. It is in your best interest to call Eminem one of the best rappers of all time. Because to insult him and say his crap, you mess up your earning potential. Because this guy is a gateway to a huge buying market, and 100% he raised the popularity. So there are rappers out there who be like, HH, shut the hell up. Because Eminem's success expanded the market. Because now white America was like, okay, let me now listen to this rap. So before Eminem, most of white America would just go through the record store and be like, they wouldn't even look once at the rapper aisle. They're going to flipping indie music, all that kind of stuff, rock and roll, rock pop, all that kind of stuff. But when Eminem came, they're like, okay, let me actually look at this whole rap thing and see what the whole rap thing is about. Okay, so he's done stuff with Dre. Okay, let's see this whole NWA stuff. Oh, those Tupac stuff. So you now go down the whole labyrinth. But Eminem was the prime mover. So 100% he raised the popularity, but all because he raised the popularity, does that make him the best? Stan is Eminem's cultural impact. Can we have an can we be have an honest conversation? Let's be honest. Is Stan a classic in the hip hop community? Is Stan within the pop world? It's huge. That's why I say Eminem is a pop star. He is one of the biggest pop stars of all times. Within the rap community, is Stan seen as a classic within the rap community? Can you put it next to Dead Presidents? Can you put it next to The World Is Yours? It ain't hard to tell. I don't know. You know, can you put it next to Cream? Can you put it next to what's the scenario within the rap community? I think that's the thing. See, Stan was an international hit. But in terms of rap, when people say, man, the top rap songs, and that is where we are going to here. That is where we are going to here. You see, Milkbone, Keep It Real. That's a rap classic. That song is a rap classic. Now, I don't know who the hell produced that. Whoever produced that album, I think, has special superpowers. Whoever produced that album, Milkbone's debut album. But when you like Milkbone, Keep It Real, that's a rap classic. Now, it's not big internationally, but that is a rap classic. So, see, Eminem's impact on rap isn't as major as people think. The reason why I began with Rakim and Nas, the two most impactful, I think for me, if I say the most impactful rappers in rap, for me are Rakim, Tupac. The two most impactful rappers, are Tupac and Nas. The two most influential are Nas and Rakim. Those are the two most influential rappers of all time. But I don't think I'm saying it's a classic to the world, not to rap. Stan is a pop classic. It is one of the most famous songs of all time. And it's coined the term Stan. But there's a difference between the general world, the popular world, and the rap world. So we're having to do consider there's the rap competition, there's the rap world, and there's the popular world. Within the rap world, nobody is playing Stan. Nobody is putting Stan up in the club. Just keep it real. Nobody is putting Stan up in the club, man. So that's the thing, man. See, for me, I use the word rap within the rap community. Now, if you wanted to say for black, but you see, let's say not for black people, because this is why I said like this: white people who never listened to rap. I remember I went to a KRS-One concert. Yes, KRS-One concert. And, I walked in, and, I normally stand at the back, and there was this white guy who I was like, oh, geez, so cool. So we just started to talk and everything. And this white guy was probably in his 40s, maybe 50s. So this guy was listening to rap from like the 80s, early 90s, and so forth. Like when KRS-One was rapping, this guy was like, this guy, and I was like, laugh because this guy was rapping all of his words because it just looks weird because he looks just like a regular 40, 50-year-old white guy who you would never think in a million years is into rap. But this guy knew every single word that was coming out from KRS-One. I can bet you anything that white guy isn't a fan of Eminem. I would be willing to put the bet on that he's not a fan of Eminem. He just isn't. Based on my conversation I had with him and his knowledge of rap and where it came from, I could know that he will recognize Eminem's quality, but he just wouldn't. He just say, musically, it just doesn't do it for me, based on just how I viewed rap. So when I say the rap community, it's rap heads, hip hop heads. Like True hip hop heads will say, "Oh no, no, Eminem is very skilled. So is Chino Excel. So is Royce the 5'9". So is Immortal Technique." Okay, all right. So he sold huge amounts of records and everything. Yeah, but it's he is huge because of what the package was about. What the package was about. Um, um, you see, 8 Mile was cool. 8 Mile was cool. But the thing with 8 Mile is, um, were those battles real? Like it was no, it was a good film. I think I liked the how authentic it felt. It felt very authentic, and I think it was good as how he wanted to get real freestylers and so forth, sort of do a battle with him. But I just thought, I mean, how were those battles really? But no, 8 Mile was cool. 8 Mile was cool, man. 8 Mile was cool. You know, um, sure. I mean, no, look, was it? Hell no. Why the hell should he get a pass? Why? No. Why the hell would he get a pass? Um, you see, and the other sense, most of Eminem songs, you see, I don't know whether guys, I don't know whether you want us to get into this category, but you see, what you need to understand about me is, even if you don't disagree with me, I'm not coming from a disheartened place, you know. So I'm not coming in here from a racist place. I'm not coming here for an anti-white place and everything. Like, I'm not about that. I'm not one of those guys like, oh, pro-black, hate all the whites, anti-white man. I'm like, no, 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 no. So I think with this whole lives is that a lot of times you will disagree with me. But we're just here to have the conversation. We're just here to have the conversation. Eminem shouldn't do a versus battle because his songs don't work for a versus battle. Because versus battles are for you to get into a vibe, a musical vibe, to move around, to dance and everything, to get into a groove. Eminem doesn't make music that gets you in a groove. You know, that's just not what, because he's not that kind of rapper. Like, he's a technical rapper, which is why Eminem, Chino Excel, Cannibals, Immortal Technique, they are of that group. So if Eminem was black or brown, he would be Cannabis, Immortal Technique, or Chino Excel. Where, okay, cool, you're just a technical rapper, but you're not a Jay-Z or a Snoop Dogg or a Biggie who now make records that you play in the club. You can't play an Eminem. If I'm a DJ, I can't play an Eminem track in the club. I can't, because people can't dance to it. People can't groove to it. The rappers I'm playing Jay-Z. I'm playing Nas. I'm playing Jay-Z. I'm playing Snoop Dogg for sure. I'm playing 50 Cent for sure. These are guys where you can put these guys in a club. But what makes Jay-Z so deadly is Jay-Z can give you 444. Let's be conscious. Jay-Z can give you Let's Have a Party, the Black Album, Change Clothes, 99 Questions. Jay-Z can give you that whole street thing, Reasonable Doubts, Dead Presidents. Jay-Z is the greatest rapper of all time because he can give you the club record, he can give you the conscious record, he can give you the streets record, he can give you the collaboration, he can give you the pop single. He can do it, and he's a chameleon. This is what Daniel was so right. He can just merge into different styles. Eminem can only do one thing. He's a technical rapper. Same thing with a Chino Excel and Immortal Technique. You can't. Technical rappers can't be played in a club where people are here to have a good time. You can't have a good time and dance and groove to Eminem tracks because he's a technical rapper. Technical rappers don't make tracks that are conducive for the club. So yeah, like him in a versus battle wouldn't. No, you know. I want you to tell me the club where that happens. You see, Jump Around, House of Pain. Oh, that's a standard club hit. Jump Around by Everlast, 100%. Slim Shady? Really? The real Slim Shady? Uh, um, I mean, yes, you can. I mean, certain songs. See, Kendrick is it's a tricky one. It's a tricky. For me personally, I don't think I would have if I was a DJ, I probably wouldn't play any Kendrick. I mean, see for me personally, for me as a DJ, I wouldn't actually have any Kendrick tracks that I would play in the club. You know, I wouldn't. So, um, see, for me, what do you define as better? So, like, for instance, the way Scarface raps is very different from how Nas raps. The way Nas raps is very different from how Andre Three Stacks raps. You know, the way Pheromone raps is very different from how Common raps. So when you say better, what do you really mean? Because once you're at a certain skill level, then it's about preference. You know? So all because you use big words doesn't make you better. See, for me, so I want to say that I prefer Milkbone to Eminem because I can connect with Milkbone a lot more than Eminem. Like Eminem, I can just say, this guy is a damn good rapper. This guy is a damn good rapper. You cannot deny that Eminem is a flipping amazing rapper. But I can't connect with him. Like Immortal Technique is a superb rapper, but I just can't connect with him on a musical level. But Milkbone is a guy that I can connect with on musical because Milkbone just has more. He's got more rhythm. He's got more slap. He's got more lala. It isn't a race thing. It's not a race thing because Milkbone is as white as milk, and that's why he's called Milkbone. Milkbone is as white as milk, and his debut album, easily one of the best rap albums I've ever heard. So for me, Milkbone is white. He's fully white. And I just prefer Milkbone to Eminem. Now, people will say that Eminem is technically better and everything, but I just prefer Milkbone's flow and what he raps about it and the way he raps about it and just his psychology rap is better. See, now the thing about rap is this is again a key thing that I wanted to even talk about. Real deal. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Thank you. In DC, if you ride around bumping M, you get shot. Let me ask you guys this. This is an honest question, a fully honest question. Let me ask you guys this. If you go to South Central, New York, like really to the streets, to neighborhoods and everything, and so forth, that are predominantly black? This is just an open question. Do you think that you will hear Eminem being blasted out of speakers? This is just a question. If you go to these places like predominantly black, you know, neighborhoods, projects, do you think that you will hear Eminem being bumped out loud? Now, I say no. Now, by me saying no, is that a race thing? Or a preference thing? Because I cannot imagine, because again, you go to protest, oh my gosh, you're going to hear NWA. You're going to hear Jay-Z. You will hear DMX. You will hear DMX. You will hear Nas. Like the standard guys that you will hear blaring out of speakers from hip hop heads and everything are Nas, Jay-Z, DMX, DM flipping X, Tupac, and Biggie. And which is why it's so funny. You know, whenever people say, who are the greatest rappers of all time? Oh, Sammy, Samo, Sosa. Thank you very much for being a member, Sammy. Thank you for being a member. Remember, watch-alongs. Watch-alongs are available for members. You get to choose what you want to watch with your boy HH. You get to choose what you want to watch with your boy HH, man. So, you know, it's all down to you. Your top 5 is... I've been doing my top 5 for ages. And this is in no particular order because me and Daniel we're going to do a top 10 rappers. We're going to do a top 10 rappers. So this is in no particular order. Remember, not a particular order. KRS-One, Pheromone, Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie. That's in no particular order. What is common of those 5? Let me see whether you guys know. What connects all the 5 rappers that I just named? KRS-One, Pheromone, Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie. What is the commonality of those 5 rappers? Actually, and a special mention for Cannabis. Because what I always say is that between 97 and 2000, Cannabis was the greatest rapper of all time. It's just that Cannabis, I can't put him in that fight because he didn't have a longevity. But Cannabis at his peak, I've never had anybody rap as well as Cannabis in my life. Never. Stupid. Just that I can't put you top 5 because you didn't have a quality album and you didn't have a longevity, and also he really fell off. But when Cannabis was at his peak, 97 to 2000, never in my life have I had anybody rap as well as him. Stupid. But what is the commonality of those 5? Tell me, what is the commonality of those 5? Yes, they're all... No, the commonality of those 5, New York. New York. All those rappers are from New York. Rap came from New York. Now, I've got to love for Andre 3000. You got to give love for Royce the 5'9", Eminem, Scarface, Ludacris. Ludacris is the most underrated rapper of all time. Ludacris is insane. But every time I've done my top 5, because see, sometimes I'll put Rakim in there and so on, but every time I've done my top 5, it's always, all of them have come from New York. All of them have come from New York. And I said, but it makes sense. It makes sense. Because it came from New York, I've always felt that rap in its purest form, in its purest authentic form, has to come from a New York rapper. which is why like the rap balance was all set when Get Rich or Die Trying came out. And we'll do 50 Cent at a later time. I want to save that. But 50 Cent's and that is a whole topic in and of itself. 50 Cent's career and what he was about. But Get Rich or Die Trying was like, now things in rap are complete because we have a New York. If a New York rapper isn't on the throne, it doesn't feel right. KRS-One, Rakim, Nas, Biggie, Jay-Z, 50 Cent. It was supposed to be Joey Badass. It was supposed to be Joey Badass. But it didn't work out. Who's the king right now? It's LA. It's Kendrick. And if it's not Kendrick, you're looking at J. Cole, who's from North Carolina. So I do feel that it always feels like if there's a chasm in rap if a New York rapper isn't either on the throne or near and fighting for the throne. You know? So it's the thing. I think for me, like, it's a preference thing. I think what the West Coast brought a greater musicality to rap that wasn't there. I think New York was about lyrics. The LA sound was, especially with the Dr. Dre sound, like the sound just brought more of a jazzy, soothing, or almost orchestra feeling to rap. So it's really made New York guys be like, oh, geez. Yeah, man, these guys are now taking things to the next level, which is why The Chronic was so huge. The Chronic was such a huge album. And which is why Doggy Style was like, whoa. Doggy Style was like, whoa. Huge. It was huge. You know, you see, for me, like, you see, the thing about the South is most of the stuff from the South, I'm not a fan. Preference-wise, I'm not a fan. But the thing with the South is that when they get it right, it sounds flipping amazing. You know, it's like when the South get it right, it sounds amazing. OutKast are arguably one of the greatest rap duos of all time. Although you're going to give it up for Mobb Deep, but OutKast, like 80 Aliens. I mean, guys, can we say that that's a classic? You know, can we say that that's a classic? So, and again, you now have a Ludacris, or what are these dudes with Pimp C and Bun B? What's their names? What are their names? Pimp C and Bun B. What's the name of that group? So I know someone will tell me. Someone's going to tell me. I hate when this happens. Someone will tell me what's the name of their group. Bun B and Pimp C. What's the name of their group? Someone in the live chat. See, this thing is so delayed, so you can't really get things. Things is so delayed. UGK, thank you, UGK. You see, like nobody was making that kind of rhythm that UGK have. So, and then you have Goody Mob, like with UGK, Goody Mob, OutKast. I was like, oh my gosh, these guys are taking rap into a whole new level. And I remember, like people were resistant to OutKast, but they're like, nah, the stuff is too good, man. Yeah, I think I sort of briefly talked on this. Is that Eminem is 8 Mile was cool. Again, I've only seen it once. Not my most favorite film. But yeah, I thought it was cool. You know, I mean, it was. I still think you can do more for rap. in terms of really going deeper into the culture of rap and battle rap, but it was a semi-autobiography. Again, shout out condolences to Brittany Murphy, who played his girlfriend. I think she died, I believe, suicide. But yeah, man, I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. UK rappers, you see, I mean, I thought that the best UK rapper for me was Dizzy Rascal. I think Dizzy Rascal for me was the one that just felt like, aha, he is really sort of has the kind of coherency and ability to maybe branch out. That's what I felt from Dizzy Rascal. But Stormzy is cool. Stormzy is cool. But yeah, I mean, I do like UK rap and how diverse it is and how different it is. So that is cool. That is cool. But I still feel UK rap is truly missing that true superstar. I think people have said it's like Stormzy, but I still feel like there's a superstar that they're really missing, man. Bro, like I ain't talking about that dude 6ix9ine, man. Like, I mean, I don't class 6ix9ine as a rapper. Like 6ix9ine is a culture stealer. Basically, 6ix9ine is the definitive of just a trend merchant and a culture vulture. So for me, nah. Jay-Z, DMX, Tupac, Scarface, and Ice Cube. Oh, not bad. Not bad, man. Not bad. But you see, people were so crazy. So when I say no Tupac, I can never put Tupac in my personal top 5. Remember, this is my personal top 5. I can't put Tupac in my personal top 5 because most of his songs I'm not a fan of. And there hasn't been an album of Tupac that I've liked. Like, I can't force myself to like a Tupac album. It's just that Tupac has made some of the best songs I've ever heard as far as a song. You know, Brenda's Got a Baby, If Heaven's Got a Ghetto, When My Homie Calls, Do For Love. So he's made some amazing tracks, Me Against the World. Just that there's not an album of his that, okay, that I really like, man. We have, but for me, you see, rap, like if you go to rap in other countries, it's damn good, you know. So and rap is all spread. So I think like Japanese, if you listen to Japanese rap is damn good. French rap, Eden Hazard, like French rap is really good. French rap is really good. When you get into the whole French rap, is really good, man. So, but will rap ever be the same? In what sense? I mean, look, rap has definitely like evolved and gone forth and everything, you know. And I think that is why I think it was healthy that you had I think rap is in a really good place with Kendrick Lamar. I think it's in a really good place based on the stuff that he's saying and what he's pushing for. See, because the difference with an Eminem and a Kendrick Lamar is, I use the Tupac example. Biggie is cool and everything. Biggie is one of the most skillful rappers of all time, but Biggie wasn't really saying anything. When Tupac wasn't doing his whole gangster, but he was saying stuff, he was like a social leader. People really followed him, and he spoke into people's souls. So anytime there were issues, Tupac was ready to speak on those issues, and he fully spoke on those issues of racism and social injustice fully. Should we hold Eminem to that? Should the Black community expect Eminem to speak on these sorts of issues? I don't know. Not really. But then when you have like a Kendrick, who isn't a Drake, because Drake is a pop star. That's why Drake has never made a political record in his life. He's just there to entertain. Drake is there to entertain women. Once in a while to flex his muscles to guys to say I can rap as well, but he's there to make stuff for ladies, which is why Drake said with his own mouth that I can't make a whole album that's just like I can't make a whole album that's just rap because I've got to do like half rap and like half R&B because I've got to appeal to the ladies, you know. So that's Drake. But for Kendrick has like again with his record like All Right and all that kind of stuff about police brutality and so forth. So Kendrick said, no, I am Black at the Berry. I am, and his album ended with Tupac. His album ended with Tupac. So Kendrick very much is fully aware that I want to fill in the role that Tupac had in rap of anything that there's social issues. I will use my popularity, my skill level, and my artistry to speak on these things. Which is why I think they said like Kendrick is coming out with something. So if Kendrick is coming out with something, he's going to be saying something. He's definitely going to be saying something. Because I think Damn was more introspective, but I think with this new album, it's like elections are coming through, this whole COVID thing and everything. Stuff has to be said. Bro, wild. Wild. I am eons away from anything near that, bro. But that isn't. I mean, so in case you guys don't know, Joe Rogan has been given a 3-year deal with Spotify. And in this 3-year deal, this dude is going to be earning 100 mil each year. So 300 gazunis is what this dude is going to be. Right, man. So it's insane, man. It's absolutely insane. Oh no, I really like Wizkid. I think Wizkid is great. Wizkid is great, you know, because I think Wizkid just has that great balance of he's not forgotten the kind of Nigerian style and where he's from, but it can also be promoted and marketed. And then there'll be somebody, and then there'll be somebody. Yeah, my homie twice, and then told me twice. No. See, like that was a really good album, man. That Wizkid album was a really good album. It was a really good album, man. So I think so. The key thing here is that I am not a hater of Eminem. So okay, so yeah, I don't just that Eminem doesn't. I personally can't connect with an Eminem. I personally cannot connect with an Eminem. And okay, so now, guys, I'll ask you this: who do you think is the bigger artist in terms of reach and connecting with all sorts of people? Peak Eminem or Kendrick Lamar now? In terms of really connecting with people, not just raw popularity, but in terms of just connecting with people overall, peak Eminem or Kendrick Lamar now? Please listen to Rodeo and Blank Face LP. It's great. I will. You keep saying this. I will. Blank Face. I will listen to it. I will listen to it. Thank you very much, Mr. Man behind the man. Thank you very much. Check out NF. He's a rapper that never curses, but the way he lyrically raps and sings with his insane beats is awesome. NF. What's the name of this guy? And I've never heard of that. Okay. Why is he a new rapper? Nathan John Feuerstein. Okay, yeah. I mean, look, yeah, I'm always up for listening to new guys. So I need to listen to the Blueface thing and NF. All right. I will keep it through, man. I'll keep it through. So what's a Blank Face? Blank Face. See, whenever guys have these kind of dodgy names, I'm always a bit skeptical. So basically, when next we do our So when next we do one of these rap things, I'll give you my thoughts on Blankface and NF. Because for me, that's a big thing as well. Like, which is why I always have respect for Will Smith. Like, guys that can rap well, and you don't curse or you swear words. Oh, that's, I mean, I'm like, kudos to you, man. Kudos to you for sure. Um, bro, look, do you really want me to tell you what I think about KSI? Do you really want to have that conversation? I don't think you want to have that conversation about how I think about KSI and how he portrays himself. Oh no, Logic is a very good rapper. A very good rapper. My only issue with Logic is that I think he spends too much time with the whole, oh man, I'm black and white, I'm black and white, I'm black and white, I'm mixed race. Yeah, we get your mixed race. So he's sort of, that message is too much, but in terms of just his skill level, he's very good. Like, his last album was damn good. His last album was really good, especially his song with Wu-Tang. Oh, that was really good. So yeah, no, Blank. I mean, like, he's not my favorite rapper. He's not the guy who I want, but he's a damn good rapper. Logic is a damn good. Like, you can't deny that guy's skill level. He's a damn good rapper, man. He's a damn good rapper, man. Basically, look at what Adage 3 says. I mean, do you really want to have that? I mean, do you really want to have that conversation? Because see, if I say it right now, it will look as if like I'm hating. Yeah, but if I say it tonight, people just start, I'm just hating. People just say I'm hating. Oh my gosh, you're just saying that because you're just jealous because he's so famous and everything. Why can't you support another black guy? And that's, for me, like, I want to see people win, especially other black guys win and everything. It's just that, you know, because it's one of the things. So, do I have to listen to his music because he's one of the most famous YouTubers of all time? Because I watched a few of his videos and I was like, all right, I'm cool. Like, let me go to this whole MKBHD, like Marcus Brownlee and so forth. I'm like, I'm cool, man. It's bordering on coonish behavior to me, which is not my thing. But yeah, but maybe I will go ahead and just see what he's about, man. So, no, Lose Yourself. I think Lose Yourself might be probably his best song that he's made. Again, it's not my personal favorite song, but it's a damn good song. Just like, again, for me, I mean, I would rather play like The World Is Yours or Dead Presidents over that. But for what it is, no, it's a good track, and it's a good track. Like the whole message of being about being in competition, being a battle rapper, and all that kind of stuff. So it's cool. Stuff is cool. So what I think though is that, but one of the biggest, this is the biggest issue for Eminem. I would say my issue with Eminem isn't Eminem, it's his fans, his extreme fans. So what you have is Eminem's, I can't remember what it was. I think Eminem brought out an album. I think, was it called Revolver or something? Eminem album. There's an album he brought out. Which one was it? It's not his last album, but which one? Have they removed it? Run Revival, Recovery. Basically, what was the album that came out? I think, yeah, Revival. Wait, why does it all the R? Revival. When he came out with Revival, that was a horrendous album. Absolutely horrendous. Horrible beats, terrible beats, too much pop guys. I think Pink was on one of the records and everything. Just a complete. I mean, I appreciate him trying to be political and speak on serious issues, but just musically, it was horrible. But his fans still said it was great. The issue Eminem has is he can bring out literal garbage, and those around him will say it's amazing, and his fans will say it's amazing. If he didn't have yes men around him who are too scared to tell him the truth, revival never comes out. If you had people that really cared about you bringing out quality, guys would say, "No, bro, Eminem, you can't breathe. This is garbage." Based on the guy who made Eminem Show, Marshall Mathers LP, and Slim Shady LP, this is crap. Revival was a garbage album, which is why he quickly followed it up with Kamikaze to respond to it. But Kamikaze isn't an album. Kamikaze is a guy who was just angry. And it's like, Eminem, you're in your 40s. Look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z brings out 444, which is an old man's album. Where I'm not 20 anymore. I'm 50, and that is a 50. That's 444 is the first grown man album ever made. And 444 just went more to solidify Jay-Z as being, this guy is the greatest. But Eminem in music to be modeled by and everything, you're like, bro, Eminem, you're not 20 anymore. You're not 20 anymore. You can't be doing stuff. You have to talk about stuff that's a 40-something-year-old will be talking about. But the issue is his stans are yes men. His stance will just say everything you release is amazing. Everything you do is amazing. You will always win. Like that whole thing with him and MGK. MGK won. Shocking. It was shocking because you're like, MGK, in that beef battle, MGK won. He won. So anybody if you're being in the rap community or rapper, you'll be like, boom. The whole Nas Jay-Z thing. Even Jay-Z fans said, bruh, Ether, man. but Jay-Z, I still love you. See, that's how it happens in rap. Real rap fans will be like, Jay-Z, I love you, but he got you. Because real rap fans are rap fans first, then they are fans of their rappers. So they'll be like, Jay-Z, I love you, you're still my guy. Sorry, you got. Uchi Wally Wally is trash. It's trash. And I still say that. I love Nas. Nas is my guy. Uchi Wally Wally, bro, that was trash. That was Nas's lowest point. But I still love you. But Nas, that was trash. The guy that made it Illmatic and it was written shouldn't be doing Uchi Wally Wally, Uchi Bang Bang. Gloria Velez was flipping hot in that music video. My God in heaven, wow. But you shouldn't be doing that. But for these stands, they are cultists. They're not rap fans. If they're rap fans, they should people say, no, Eminem, this is trash. No, this is trash. So they just wanted to be like, oh, yeah, because they're a fan of him, the man, the person, so he can do no wrong. So he's like a religious leader for him. So they feel a need to support him throughout. So once that happens, like, okay, no. That's why you can't have a rap conversation with a stan. Because a stan isn't a rap fan. He's not here to have a rap conversation. He's like, Eminem is God. He's good at everything. He is flawless. He's perfect. He can do no wrong. He can do no wrong. So that for me is the issue. Too many. Rhapsody is the best female rapper right now. Easily. Rhapsody is the best female rapper right now. But you have a Queen Latifah. You have Jean Grey. You have Lauryn Hill. And I think even I've got to give a shout out to this for Daniel. I can't call Jean Grey the best female rapper. Jean Grey is just one of the most underrated rappers. Check her out. Jean Grey raps better than most men. So me just saying, oh, she's the best female rapper. No. Jean Grey raps better than most men. So does Queen Latifah. So does Lauryn Hill. I was like, Lauryn Hill is an alien. She is an alien. Lauryn Hill is an absolute alien. Um, Thoughts on Joe Budden? The thing about Joe Budden is this: like Fire, which was off his debut album, that's on my playlist. Joe Budden, and this is just why it is for a rapper, it's a lot for a rapper is about luck. It's not just about skill. It's about luck. Joe Budden had issues with Def Jam. And because he had issues with Def Jam and so forth, he had to now get into the whole mixtape thing. Because I remember when his debut album came out, and I didn't hear about him. I was like, oh, where is Joe Budden? Oh, maybe he quit. But I didn't know where to find him because I didn't know the underground rap channel. So all I heard was stuff coming from the radio, Tim Westwood, all that kind of stuff. So without the backing of Def Jam, Joe Budden was lost in the mire of underground rap and making mixtapes. But if Joe Budden really had the support of Def Jam and so forth, people would give him much more respect. Joe Budden is a very underrated rapper because he's very different. His flow is unique and his approach to rap is very unique. And just how his brain works with how he makes raps is very unique. So if he had the proper backing of Def Jam and kept with Just Blaze, who produced the bulk of his debut album, oh my gosh, Joe Budden would be much more revered. He'd be much more revered. Pump it up. But I think his song Fire is better. I personally like his song Fire better. You see, for me, Missy Elliott, I wouldn't put as one of the best rappers. No, like Missy Elliott can't say anything to Da Brat, Rhapsody, Queen Latifah, Jean Grey, Lauryn Hill. Nah. Missy Elliott is a superb artist. She's a superb artist. So how she marries the singing and the rapping and the performance is unlike any kind of artist we've seen. So I just call her an amazing musical artist. I just call her an amazing musical artist. Yeah, no, what's it called? Savage. That's a damn good track. So Meg the Stallion Savage is a damn good track, man. That is a damn good track. That's a damn good track. But for me, that's why you can't calling Eminem the GOAT. You can't do it. Like, he has too many bad albums. Like, he has too many bad. Like, Eminem has fallen off. Like, he has slowly come back up, but from those 3 albums to just and now coming back up, it's like it's too many bad albums. So if you compare Jay-Z's discography to Eminem's, I mean, Jay-Z destroys Eminem's discography because Jay-Z has maybe 1 or 2 bad albums. The rest are either good or classics. 444 is a classic. Reasonable Doubt is a classic. Blueprint is a classic. The Black Album is a classic. So he has 4 or 5 classics, and the rest are good. So maybe Kingdom Come or something is not his best, but the rest are good, man. So thoughts on Jules Santana? Why did he never reach the heights that he could have? Jules Santana was married to Dipset. Every time you saw Jules Santana, it was like, all right, where is Cam? Where is Jim Jones? People never fully accepted him as being an individual star. So that was just never happening. People really never sort of say, okay, you're now this individual star that we can sort of connect with. It was never happening. And I just don't. Because he definitely had that star power and everything, but I think he needed a bit more. I think he needed a bit more quality to last as a true superstar, which is what they were trying to make him as. Um, favorite Eminem track? Probably, even if it's extremely profane, it is extremely profane. It might be um, criminal. It might be criminal. Um, yeah, it might be that one, man. Um, I mean, my name is always like the classic rap, but yeah, or Superman, or Superman. Um, no, no, no. We're gonna talk about 50 is gonna be it's a separate thing, man. So it's gonna be a separate thing. It's gonna be it's a separate thing, man. Um, oh no, no, no. No, that's not about Beyonce, man. That's not about Beyonce. But I think there's that. You see, like, yeah, I mean, the just going back to again my whole issue thing with Eminem is those stands are problematic, man. Those stands are seriously, seriously problematic. Um, you like, and that, and again, I think it is. I can never really understand people who feel a need to worship a person and feel a need to be all right. I'm all about this dude. This dude is amazing. All right, blah 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 blah. This dude can do so long. I'm like, that is a crazy way to live. Where you can never take a step back. I'm like, let me just critique this dude and be like, say, is this dude doing good things? Is he doing bad things? What is he doing that where I can really sort of say whether he's gone bad? If I'm just looking at him and I only say good things about him, that is a wild way to live because that's not real. That's not you being realistic. That's not you being realistic. But the key, but that's right. The key thing, those are guys. MGK won that battle. He won that battle. If you're being a true rap fan, he won that battle. But because the stands and the machine sold us on the idea that Eminem can never lose a rap battle, like he's amazing because of 8 Mile, a movie, a fictional movie. There was this false narrative that okay, he can never lose, but the footage is there. MC Juice beats him in the rap Olympics. MC Juice and MGK against Eminem, and I always say that look, this is not saying anything about who has Eminem beaten. Benzino, what's Nick Cannon, Mariah Carey. These aren't really the most top tier guys. But when it was up against a guy who had a grudge against him, really knew him, MGK won because MGK just that track. First of all, that track is a good track. Musically, it's a good track. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And it hits on some key things. Andrew's the only person I'm sad to say on that. What did MGK deliver that at? No, MGK. First of all, with this always helps. It's a better song, 100%. Just musically, sonically, it's a better song. Also, he said some key truths that people say today that Eminem, you're not acting your age. You're acting like a 20-year-old. And revealing truths about how he tried to derail MGK's career and how he's really not been relevant for a long time and he's fallen off. He's fallen off. And he's trying desperately to be that old Eminem from before, but he can't. Nobody ever fully enunciated that. Because Eminem has been protected and has been made to be this deity, this rap god that is unflappable, which is stupid. That's not how rap works. That's not how rap works. In rap, Eminem isn't touching Nas. If you want to talk about a rap god, a rap legend, a rap deity, nobody is touching Nas. Nazia Jones is rap, like boom. And Nas he's very accessible. First, Eminem is not touching Nas in terms of impacts on the genre and on the culture of rap. He's not touching it. This is Nazia Jones. Okay, this is Nazia flipping Jones. So, and that's just it's just and that narrative is harming Eminem because if you live in a world where the yes men are saying you can do no wrong, you are amazing, you're living in a false world. You're living in a false world. And that is why Revival came out. Revival came out because of everyone saying that anything you do, you can literally take a crap, it's still amazing. Revival comes out. People say, oh my gosh, this is garbage. You now get angry, get emotional, and you now release Kamikaze. Literally like a few weeks later. But it's like that guy that's next to Peter Rosenberg, who's like his manager. He's a yes man. He's a yes man. Who isn't going to tell him that? Nah. But you see, I don't care. I'll say anything to anyone. But what are you going to say to a guy who is literally making you millions? So if you're a part of Eminem's crew, this dude is making you millions. Bro, and in your mind, is like, look, this guy's like is the biggest star. Forget rap. This guy's one of the biggest pop stars in the world. Because if in your mind, you know that and this is the biggest issue. Revival sold a lot. Revival was a financial success. It was a garbage piece of crap album, but it sold a lot. That is a serious problem. Because Eminem will be like, wait a minute. My fans love this. It sold a lot. But guys like Joe Budden and all these rap guys are saying, man, this album was crap. And the thing about Eminem is he cares a lot about rap. That's why for me, this might okay, let's go deep. Let's go deep. I almost forgot about this. Let's go deep. This is why I respect Eminem. Because guys, I'll keep it real. Guys, I'm black. I'm sorry, I'm black. Okay, what am I gonna do? Okay, I don't want to make this racial, but look, I'm black. But look, so this is my thing. I was worried because when Eminem was coming, I was like, okay, cool. I was like, yeah, man, a white rapper. Okay, this is cool. Yeah. But then when it was getting bigger and influential, I was like, oh my God, is Eminem going to completely change the texture of rap? So this is going to be a case where Eminem is just going to bring in a whole bunch of white rappers and be like, you know what? Rap has changed and everything. And Eminem, who was the first guy to break the walls down for white rappers, and we're just going to have a whole bunch of white rappers come and just change rap. So black guys can't even make any rap records now anymore because the big money maker, what he says goes. So credit to Eminem that he brought on D12 and he also brought on 50 Cent. So he still was like, keep it real. So for Eminem cares about rap. And he's a student of the culture. He's an absolute student of the culture. So my issue is not with Eminem. The guy cares. But my problem is the issue that Eminem has is so right now he is frustrated. I know right now he's frustrated because he's like, I have everything. I have more money than I can dream of. You know, I am filthy rich. Anything I bring out, people will say is amazing. But to hip hop heads and rap heads, they don't put me as top 5. Like there was a program that was done this was with Chris Rock, Charlamagne, and all the people where they were just naming their top 5 rappers and everything. And there were about 6 or 7 people. These are hip hop writers, rap writers. This guy, I've forgotten what his name is. He was the head of Yo MTV Raps or something. All these guys, they were all naming their top 5. Not a single person had Eminem in their top 5. And I think deep down, Eminem sort of knows that within those deep rap circles, they're like, oh, Eminem's everything, but they don't really talk about the guys are like, the guys just don't have them in their top 5. Most top fives from seriously is forget about the YouTube comments and YouTubers and forget those guys. But for the rap heads, the hip hop heads, the writers, the so forth, the guys that have been in the culture from the beginning. You know, so for Eminem, he's like, I'm in this place where I'm the biggest pop star in the world and everything, but I still want that respect from the rap community and the rap heads, which he obviously doesn't have. And and that's the funny thing is that when I say that if Eminem was black, he'd be like Cannabis or Chino XL. People are like, oh, but he literally said that. I think it was on Eminem show that he knows that if he was black, he'd sell less. So he is, and it's obvious. It is obvious. The reason why he is the biggest rapper in the world, a major part of it is because he's white, and it helps that he's skillful. It helps that he's skillful, but it was a combination of white, you're actually good, and what you're presenting, the package that you're presenting. It was a package that white America wanted. A white guy that white America could connect with. Money, 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 money. Let's print that money. That is why Dr. Dre is like, wow, I struck gold. Dre is like, I struck gold because this white dude has made me filthy rich. Filthy rich. Filthy flipping rich, man. So those guys are filthy rich, man. So Eminem is an artist that cares about rap. Part of the reason he made Kamikaze, he wanted to destroy mumble rap. Oh no! For me, I said like Eminem, he cares about rap. Of course, he cares about rap. But my thing is, what makes you a great? Is that, for instance, has Eminem made an album to the level of to the classic level of Reasonable Doubt or Illmatic? Let's be honest here, as if we're true rap heads here. True rappers. Forget about pop. This is not a pop discussion. Rap. Let's just get on to rap. In terms of rap, has he made a classic to the level of an Illmatic or a Reasonable Doubt or a Black on Both Sides? Has he? If we're being truly honest, because those are like the bow down, like Reasonable Doubts, Illmatic. Those are like, okay, boom. That is the creme de la creme of rap. But of course he cares. Of course he cares, man. He doesn't need to make an album like Illmatic to be considered a GOAT. What do you mean by that? please expand. Please expand on that. Expand on that. Yeah, no, you see, I listened to both records, and this is just me being clear. Like Eminem, Nail in the Coffin, boom, he destroyed Benzino. So they destroyed Benzino. Like that's standard. I listened to Killshot. I listened to MGK's one. MGK he had more piercing insults. Nothing Eminem said was as catchy as what MGK said. Nothing that Eminem said was as piercing as what MGK did. So for me, MGK is no, that's had a greater effect on me than him. So MGK won. He beat him. So he beat him in a rap battle. And of all the guys to beat Eminem, of all the guys to beat him, flipping MGK. But it's the dudes you never expect that are the dudes that take you down, man. See, I'm not seeing this whole Chris Brown thing. Okay, let me talk about Chris Brown. Never, because we're gonna have a Michael Jackson talk as well. Never, ever, ever mention Chris Brown in the same breath as Never ever mention Chris Brown in the same breath as Michael Jackson. Don't do that. Chris Brown, did he never had the potential to be even close to Michael Jackson. I think he could have been greater than he is right now. But I just think in Chris Brown, again, like damn good dancer and everything. But for me, I felt Usher was closer to being a new MJ than Chris Brown. Is there any surprise why MJ said Usher was the guy that was going to pretty much take over? Because for me, MJ knew that, yeah, Usher is that dude. Like for me, Chris Brown just has never struck to me as, okay, this guy has that quality to really be that dude. He's never has that quality to be that dude. King Darren, relax, man. King Darren, relax, bro. Go on, guy, chill. I'm not gonna pull up that comment, man. Darren, I'm not gonna pull up that comment. Relax, bro, relax. But no. For me, I think Chris Brown is like, yeah. For me, I've never really seen the kind of big, because again, look, I am a huge lover of dance and dance choreography and everything, which is why, guys, people need to give. Hey, oh man, come on, oh man, Sammy, what? Really? So first of all, you don't know who Doreen Hill is now, Usher? Oh man, bro, man. Sorry, man. No. You can't. Basically, there are certain things that you should just maybe just keep to yourself. Don't let the world know. Don't let the world know. See, no, man behind the man. No, you have to be fair. Even if you're an Eminem fan, you have to be fair. There are Jay-Z fans, hardcore Jay-Z fans that said Nas got him. Doesn't mean that they're less fans of Jay-Z, but Nas got him on ether. If you're being fair, you can look left, look right. MJK got Eminem. He got him. He got him. Like Eminem's comeback just wasn't strong enough to what MJK brought. It just wasn't strong enough, man. You just have to be long, man. Yeah, man, guys, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, man. Man. Hey, look, we're not looking at Elvis, man. let's say you have a kid coming into rap code and you have to give them the intro curriculum. Where do you have that young buck start? Where do you have them end up listening curriculum wise? Oh, that's great. For me, I would say you must listen to so first of all, he must listen to KRS-One in terms of understanding the core and message and culture of hip hop. I'll then say that you have to listen to Nas in terms of how to get content together and how to execute that content in a concise musical form. I'll also say give them specific two-pack tracks to listen to as well. Just to understand how to effectively get across a powerful message. Then I also say I'll give them Beats, Rhymes, and Life, Tribe Called Quest. I'll say listen to Beats, Rhymes, and Life, Tribe Called Quest, because that is an album that really covers the entirety and the core and the meaning of rap. And yeah, maybe those. I think those are key. I think those are key things. So in terms of the introduction, I think you have to give them KRS-One. You have to give them Nas. You have to then give them Tribe Called Quest. and maybe Rakim. No, no, and then Tupac, but certain Tupac tracks. And I think that is a great introduction of understanding the kind of standards you need to have within rap, man. So HH needs to be cancelled like Doja. Why do I need to be cancelled though? Why do I need to be cancelled? Yeah, see, Mac Miller is someone who I didn't really listen much of. So I've only listened to him here and there, but he has a track on Prime, which is an amazing album collab, which is Royce the 5'9" and my favorite hip hop producer, DJ Premier, where they basically collaborate superb. And I think he has a thingy on Prime One, the first Prime, and I was like, I think it was like old school or new. See, basically, Mac Miller was that kind of guy where his rapping was very alternative, real alternative, and I like it about it where no rapping, no profanity, and it was just very, very different, very, very different, so very unusual. And I love unusual rap. I love unusual rap, man. I love unusual rap. I'm not listening to 6ix9ine, so you can relax, man. Oh, you know, I heard me say about OutKast. Look, well, maybe you missed what I was saying before. OutKast, because Mobb Deep are amazing. Mobb Deep are amazing. I think in terms of musically, OutKast are the greatest rap duo. But Mobb Deep are just different because Mobb Deep are more about rap. Even Havoc's beats were amazing, but more about rap. And for me, people say the infamous Hell on Earth is Mobb Deep's best album. But for me, OutKast, first of all, let's give some credit on Big Boy. Please put some respect on Big Boy's name. I think a lot of people just say, oh, Andre 3000, Andre 3000, it's about him. Big Boy is really good. And the thing about Big Boy is his rapping is so different from Andre. And it's great because their rap styles are totally different. Totally different. So when one comes and another comes, you're like, oh, wow, it's damn, it's a thing. But it still somehow connects, even if they're so different. But no, OutKast are like, but the key thing about OutKast is the production. Like, don't sleep on the Dungeon Family. That production is flipping incredible. Dungeon Family and what those guys did, flipping incredible. Like what they did on 80 Aliens and what's it called? What's the name of the song? Oh, what's the name of the song? Is it Players Club or something? But Players Club Road Prize. Listen, world. I don't really know. No. Crumbling Herb. Wait, what's the name of that track? It's Crumbling. Yes, Crumbling Herb. Crumbling Herb. Which one is this from? Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music. Southern Playalistic Cadillac. It's a crazy world. Angels crumbling herbs. Angels crumbling herb. Oh man, quality track. Quality tracks. No, OutKast are amazing. OutKast track are flipping out amazing, man. But no, Big Boy is amazing. See, no, Wu-Tang as well, huge. Because Wu-Tang, guys, think about how revolutionary Wu-Tang were. If I was, let's say you had never listened to Wu-Tang before and I said, yo, we're gonna have 8 rappers, no hook, and everyone's gonna rap again and again and again. I will say, hell no. That is stupid. 8 rappers, they all rap all at once. There's no chorus, there's no hook. I'm like, get out of here. They revolutionized rap. Like, you see, for me, so when I talk about revolution, I talked about this single. No hip hop group has been more revolutionary than Wu-Tang. None. Because what they did was unheard of. Like, what? 8 rappers? But RZA, man, RZA, the genius, man, the absolute genius. Oh, you say players ball, yeah, players ball, players ball. Great album, man. Sure, that was a really good one. See, many legend rappers rate Eminem highly. I mean, so like what's that supposed to mean? Like, if you put a mic in a guy's face, yeah, he'll say Eminem is amazing because he is super famous, and it's in your best interest financially to say he's amazing. So it's like, yeah, I mean, like, actually Eminem, he said it himself. He says if he was black, he's selling half, and he's not as famous as he is. It's his quality seems greater because he's white. It's because he's white. If he was black and rapped the same that he did, he'd be like, okay, yeah, cool, all right, yeah, but we've seen this before already. We've seen this before already. I think I sort of mentioned this a little bit before. Like, if Biggie was still alive, I think, yeah, it would be different. It would be very, very different. Like, PDD will still be with him, and like Biggie, he may not have had a message, but he made amazing rap songs. People say that Juicy is one of the best rap songs of all time, possibly the best. As far as a rap song, people say that, like, Juicy. You see, if I'm a DJ, no DJ doesn't no DJ goes into a club without having Juicy. It's impossible. Juicy, for me, I think Juicy is the most essential rap song to play in a club. Literally, it's the most essential rap song to play in a club. Thing about J. Cole is this. I actually prefer J. Cole's rapping to Kendrick. You see, Kendrick is the better artist, but I prefer J. Cole's rapping. J. Cole needs a producer. If I was advising J. Cole, I am begging you, please, 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 do not, please, 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 do not produce your own album. You're not that great a producer. If J. Cole just went to Thundercat, or he went to DJ Premier, or he went to Pete Rock, or he went to The Alchemist. Imagine a J. Cole album produced by The Alchemist, DJ Premier, Pete Rock. Then you have a classic. So that is his issue, because J. Cole is an extremely good rapper. He's an extremely, like, listen to, after this, man, go to Spotify or go to Tidal and listen to Jeezy, American Dream, featuring J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. That was the verse of the year. J. Cole's rapping on that was amazing. Let me know that. So what's this? So this is it. American Dream by Jeezy featuring J. Cole. Go to Spotify and thingy and listen to J. Cole's verse on that. It's absolutely insane. You're smoking crack. You're smoking crack. Nas is better than Jay-Z. Nas is better than Jay-Z, though. He is. Nas is better than Jay-Z. Nas, Nas is better than, like, and maybe it's a preference thing, but for me, just Nas, when Nas really raps and wants to really tell you something, like, for me, Jay-Z, yeah, Jay-Z is something I can teach you, but when Nas wants to teach you, when Nasir Jones wants to teach you, oh my gosh, it's on a whole different level, man. It's on a whole different level. Bro, I love it when they call me Big Pop, throw your hands in the air if he's a real player. I love it when they call me Big Pop. Juice, just that, because Juicy is obviously, they obviously sampled that 80s thing, man. When you just hear that opening thing, man, it sets the mood, man. It sets the mood. It sets the mood, man. It sets the absolute mood, man. But no, but see, I see the whole Jay-Z Nas thing. See, let me maybe I'll end with this. Takeover was the better track. Ether is not a good song. Ether isn't a good song. The beat on Ether is trash. The beat on Ether is trash. Takeover was very well constructed, very well done, great beat, and Jay-Z was superb on it. But the thing about Ether was Nas just said too much. Like the beats for Ether is crap. It's just that he just said too much. He just said way too much, man. Rapper you respect but you don't personally like. So like in one sense, because Eminem would fit in there. But this is not about Eminem the person. I personally don't like Eminem's music and his content, but I respect him as a rapper. Who's another dude? Jay-Z. So in a large part, Jay-Z, I've never been a fan of Jay-Z, really. Some different, but I've never really been a fan of Jay-Z, but I have, hence why I say he's the greatest rapper of all time. But I've never really been a big fan of Jay-Z. Who's another one? Jadakiss. Never really been a fan of Jadakiss. I still respect his quality. I still respect his quality, but I've never been a fan of Jadakiss, really. Yeah, I think probably those are probably the ones, man. Those are probably the ones. But look back, as I said again, like no, Kendrick is on his way, man. Kendrick is definitely there because again, like, so yeah, has anyone had three classics? Nothing. Has anyone actually had three classics? That's why I don't think anybody has come out of the gate with three classics as their first few outs. Yeah, no, see, nobody wants to admit this because you see, Ether just has this thing because Nas was so profane on it, and Nas also had truths as well. Nas also had truths as well. But the thing is, the way Jay-Z systematically dissected Nas's career, it's because if you just listen to what Jay-Z said, he's not lying. Specifically about Nas's career and about his albums. Because obviously about Nas's albums, that Illmatic, it was written, then it gets tricky. Because remember, this was 01, so this was before, I think, Major Look and all that kind of stuff. So he was right. And this was when Jay-Z was at the top. Because remember, this was Blueprint, you know? And I get why Jay-Z would do that because you're like, man, but that's why they say don't fall into temptation because Jay-Z was like, oh my God, man. Because remember, Jay-Z was always in Nas's shadow. He was always in Nas's shadow. And because again, like, so yeah, when Illmatic came out, it was like, guys, this is it. This is the greatest rapper of all time. And it was written like, it's cool, but Nas was seen as the number one. So Jay-Z had to, because everybody was chasing. After Illmatic, everybody was chasing Nas. Everybody was chasing Nas, and everybody were respecting him. And Jay-Z was like, you know what? Screw all you guys who treat this dude as this rap deity, which he was. Nas was rap deity. Jay-Z was like, look what I've done. I'm on top of the world right now. And what everyone believed, but everybody was afraid to say was, how good is Nas really? Or how great is Nas really? That is basically, Jay-Z evoked his inner HH. Jay-Z was like, how great is Nas really? How many albums, how many great albums does he have? Has he fallen off? And that's why I think Nas said that that was the best thing that could happen to him because it woke him up. Like Takeover was like a jolt. Was like it was like an electric surge. So that's as much as it's made Nas look bad. It's his response changed the trajectory of his career, which is why people put Nas in that, because you see, it's different. See, this is why you can't put Eminem here. Eminem, who did he beat? Benzino, Ja Rule, what's it called? Mariah Carey. Nas was going up against a guy who was the biggest rapper in the world. And what many people still today believe is the most talented rapper of all time. Many people believe that Jay-Z is the most talented rapper of all time. So, and when Takeover came out, guys were like, Nas is done. He's finished. So what Nas had to, basically, it's almost as if Nas considered like a 85th minute header. You're done. And then Nas then got like an equalizer in like the 93rd minute, which is why he released. So he said, okay, I can now respond. And then like in second of extra time, like a bullet volley from like 40 yards, top corner, 120th minute, gets that win when we now saw what he did. So what Nas did, Illmatic and Ether, is why you have to put Nas as one of the GOATs. You got to put Nas as one of the GOATs because of what he achieved, both on creating a masterpiece album and what many people consider the greatest diss of all time. For me, the greatest diss for me of all time is Cannabis Second Round KO. Best. That is the best. It is the best diss of all time because of who LL Cool J was, how good the diss was, the quality of the track, and the truths that were said about LL Cool J. But the rap community just did not allow him to so survive, man. Yeah, but it's true, man. It's true. He had it was his inner HH, man. It was his inner HH, but it was okay. You know, one day we've got to have a talk about LimeWire. I don't know how many of you remember LimeWire, or are you guys too young to remember LimeWire? Because LimeWire was big for downloading songs, man. LimeWire was huge for addressing those things, man. But look, man. So look, I think we've done here 2 hours is cool, man. So guys, this has been good. Remember, guys, let's not hear me hating on Eminem or anything like that. It's just that he's not one of the GOATs. He's not top 5. He's not a rap god. He's just a very talented rapper who had an impact on rap in terms of finances and sales. That was it. But I'm also going to just say shout out to your boy Joseph Naji and shout out to Sammy, because I'm now on book 3 of Last Airbender. So basically, I think if you look on the channel, I've already booked a live spoiler discussion of Last Airbender for Friday. So we're gonna have a discussion about it because by then we will have I would have watched everything about it. But look, man, I'm fully busy. I've been binge watching it. Like I'm like Last Airbender. I'm fully in, man. I am fully into that one, man. It's definitely been in, man. Oh yeah, family. No, look. Like this is when I had laptops and stuff, man. So that's how I used to use it, man. But no. Last Airbender has been, because I didn't think. You see, I didn't think I would like it. I would be this much into it. Because actually after the first episode, I was like, man, screw this childish piece of crap. I am basically that I am. Again, I don't want to reveal too much. We'll all reveal it like on the review on Friday when I have everything. But there are times where I've been like, oh my gosh, oh, oh my. So no. It's been. As I said, let's relax. We're gonna have a conversation about Azula. I am on book 3 right now. We're gonna have a conversation about Azula, because if I saw her on the streets, I would beat the. Because I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much, but there are few villains who I genuinely despise. Where I like, because the villains were okay. This guy, okay, just evil and everything. But the other villains were like, oh no, I really, really despise you. As in, you really, really piss me off. So, oh no, bro. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you can. But look, again, I stand correct. Like, from the pilots, I was like, I'm not gonna like this. Like, I was like, nah, this is too cheesy. So I was like, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I have to just say, look, it's because really it was Joseph, my Niger guy, who kept on emailing me and said, nope, watch it. I said, man, relax, man. He said, nope, watch it. It's my favorite show of all time. It will change your life. Watch it. I was like, okay, man, all right. So he pestered me. Then I was like, I finally gave. So guys, peace out. Stay true, stay real, and I will see you guys. When do I see you guys? I'll see you guys. So remember, so what's the schedule? There won't be a show on Monday. Not a show on Tuesday because that's a ban against Dortmund. Wednesday, there will probably be a movie show on Wednesday. You'll have to just check. Thursday, top 10 villains is on Thursday. Me and Machine will be doing top 10 movie villains. Friday, we're going to have the Avatar discussion on Friday. So guys, peace out, stay true. 1. Peace out. All right. Become a Half Hope Sort member and gain access to exclusive videos and also the chance to watch films, anime, or different videos with your boy HH exclusively. Just click below on the join button to join in and become a Half Hope Sort member to gain access to these perks. Just click on the community icon over here to view the new members only posts just for you.